What's up everybody, it's Sean here and I'm back today to give you guys a review of the HAL Studios collaboration with Asics on this Gel-1130 in the Glacier colorway. HAL Studios is an offshoot of Australian-based boutique Highs and Lows, and this shoe marks the third of 3 shoes in their Asics 1130 collection, which safe to say has been extremely popular in the sneaker community. So this Gel 1130 is nicknamed the Glacier colorway, and it's inspired by the natural landscapes and the beauty of glaciers. So these released first on HAL Studios website on August 16th, and then there was a wider release on August 25th. So these retailed for a price of $170 US or $220 here in Canada. And the official colorway for this shoe is Birch. So all 3 shoes in the pack are inspired by the natural world, and the ethos behind the design of these shoes, according to their website, is based off of maximal minimalism. So as you can tell with the look of this shoe, it's rather simple design-wise, but what they really focus on is the contrast and the variety of the materials used. So diving into the details, on the toe box you can see this is covered in this open style mesh in this off-white color. Right above this we have this dark brown colored leather, which feels very nice and soft to the touch, and we have more of that dark brown leather covering the sides of the toe box as well. Overlaid on the front toe cap, we have this long-haired shaggy suede, which is also done in this off-white tone. And then covering the bottom 2 eyelets, we have this tumbled off-white leather. Above this, we have that brown leather once again, and then the top 3 eyelets are also covered in that same shaggy suede. Beneath this on the mid panel, we have more of that open style mesh, and then overlaid on top of this, we have the signature Asics stripes, and this is constructed out of that off-white colored suede. Running beneath this, we have more of that tumbled leather, and this lips towards the heel of the shoe. And then towards the medial side, we have another overlay of this dark brown tumbled leather. And then hanging off the heels, we have these semi-translucent TPU tags with HAL Studios branding found within them. As far as the laces go, so these come with 2 different lace options. The standard lace that they come with is an off-white colored flat lace, and the tips of the laces are dipped, and they're finished in this grayish blue tone. If you want to give the shoe a little bit of pop, they also give you a secondary pair of red colored rope laces, which are inspired by climbing ropes, and this to me is really loud. I'm personally not a huge fan of it, but it's definitely an option if you want to give the shoe that added pop of color. Underneath this, we have a padded tongue, and it's covered in that same open style mesh that the majority of the body of the shoe is finished with. In the middle, we have this diamond shaped cutout of leather, which keeps the laces in place. And then on the very top, we have this translucent branding, which is pressed onto the top, and we have Asics Gel 1130 branding. The back of the tongue and the interior of the shoe is covered in this mesh liner. And then as far as the insoles go, so these come with an Ortholite branded foam insole, which is pretty well padded. It's covered in this blue colored synthetic leather on the top, and we have the Asics logo and HAL Studios branding pressed onto the heels in the shiny finish. So the upper of the Gel 1130 sits atop this full-length EVA foam midsole, which is given a tonal finish in this off-white color. Incorporated within the heel of the midsole, we have Asics gel technology, which helps with impact protection and shock absorption. And then finally, turning this pair over to the bottom, this outsole is crafted using a mix of cream and gray colored rubber. And in the middle of the outsole, we have what Asics calls their truss stick technology, which essentially is a TPU shank plate, which helps with torsional rigidity and mid-foot support, giving you the added reinforcement in the middle of the outsole, preventing your feet from twisting. So that breaks down the look and the construction of this shoe. And for those wondering about sizing, so my foot measures as a true size 10, slightly on the wider side. I got these in a size 10 and they fit me perfectly. To give you guys a point of reference, I also wear a size 10 in the Gel-1130, and in terms of other brands, I wear a size 10 in the New Balance 2002R, 1906R, and the 860 V2 as well. So I was reading online and some people prefer to go up a half size for this shoe. I personally didn't feel like there was a need for that, but I guess if you have a really wide foot, then that might make sense. But for everyone else, I feel like going true to size should be perfectly fine. Moving on to the comfort, so these feel extremely comfortable. Even though the Gel 1130 was a shoe that debuted back in 2008, the combination of the soft foam in the midsole along with the gel technology, it really has that nice soft pillowy feel underfoot. If I had to compare this to, for example, the Gel-1130, I feel like the Kayanos have a bit more support, especially underneath the arches of your foot, and they have a bit more of a stiff feel underfoot compared to these ones, which feel softer, and they have more of a sinking pillowy feeling in comparison. So if you like more of a softer feel underfoot, then I think you'll love this Gel 1130, but if you're someone that likes more of a rigid feel, more support, then you probably might not love this shoe. But overall, the shoe was really comfortable for me. The upper was also very airy and lightweight. It's just the heel of the shoe specifically had more of that noticeable sinking in feeling, so that's the only thing I wasn't super crazy about. Finally, in terms of the quality and the craftsmanship on this shoe, so first off, material quality, I thought it was great. Both the suedes and the leathers used on the shoe felt very, very nice. And like I mentioned in the beginning, the reasoning behind the design of this shoe, while it looks very minimalistic, the devil is really in the details, and you can appreciate the variety of the materials when you look at it up close. And in terms of the build and the craftsmanship, honestly, I had no real issues at all. The stitch job was good, the panels were cut and stitched on consistently, no glue stains, no paint blobs or anything like that. And for the price point that you pay, I think you definitely get a lot of bang for your buck. So with all that out of the way now, let me toss these on feet, I'll lace them up for you, and I'll show you guys how these look. Of the 3 shoes in the HAL Studios Asics Gel-1130 collection, this is definitely going to be a hot take, but I think this is my favorite of the 3. Honestly, the first 2 colorways, they weren't doing anything for me. That's why I completely passed on those 2 releases. Even though there was a reasonable amount of hype behind them, I just personally wasn't a fan of the color combination. But this one, I know some people are calling it boring, but I love the versatility of this colorway, and that's why I finally decided to pick up a HAL Studios collab after passing on those first 2. So let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about this Glacier colorway? If you had to rank them from 1 to 3, where would this one place in your list? And as always, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. You can follow me on Instagram for more photos and Instagram stories at esco8. Follow me on X, formerly known as Twitter, at sean.go spelt out, and visit my website at seango.ca. So thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one.